All right, everybody. Woo, actually, I was going to have a nice little intro of me staring at the camera, and I messed it up by moving over to the left there. Welcome, everybody, to my video. This is the Mice SMP. As I mentioned before, I was wanting to get into some SMPs on my new channel. If you guys are unfamiliar with myself, basically, I have a pretty long history of making YouTube videos. Specifically about Minecraft, but also many other things. Now, on those other channels that I used to upload on, they've all kind of moved on to bigger and better things, which is fine. But I really wanted to reclaim an itch of playing Minecraft and making content while I do so. And that's why I made this new channel where I'm going to be basically playing some more Minecraft. Pretty crazy, right? No matter how many times I leave this game, or how many years pass, rather, because I don't ever actually leave it, per se, I always end up coming back feeling creatively inspired and just really enjoy the heck out of the game. Specifically, survival. That's definitely my favorite thing about the game. A little bit less into the mini games and stuff. But I love survival, and I also love survival multiplayer, which is why I've joined this SMP. I might be joining more SMPs down in the future, too. In terms of how long these series last, you know, it's always a little bit difficult to say. But I'm in it regardless of, you know, if I join... I wouldn't join this many SMPs, but if I joined 5 SMPs at once, then, you know, I'm still going to play on all 5 SMPs, you know what I mean? Just because I genuinely enjoy the game. I'm usually pretty good at hopping between worlds, so I think this should be fun. I should mention just kind of the style I go at the SMP, because I am still doing other channel stuff on my other things. Definitely, it's a little bit more like clocking in hours, you know what I mean? I'll basically mostly just be playing this game while I'm recording, because that's just kind of the style this channel takes. So you won't be seeing a ton of stuff that develops in between episodes, but that also means you won't be missing anything, which is pretty cool. So I spawned like right over there. It looks like there's nothing built at spawn. I haven't seen anyone else build anything yet. I think the server is still pretty new. But what I want to do is basically I want to set up a house somewhere over there in the hills, because after all, this is the Caves and Cliffs post update. That's technically one update after, but I would love to build in a Caves and Cliffs area. But I first want to do is build just a little bridge to get there, so that every time I spawn I can quickly walk over, and I just love building bridges in general. So I thought it'd be nice to kind of start the episode off with some building. My resources are obviously pretty diminished right now. I had to survive the night. This has 2 people sleep on, and right now the admin's on, so I can't sleep just by myself, which is fine. I'll just have to embrace the nights, which is actually kind of neat. I don't get to do that very often, so it'll be cool. I'm thinking with the materials we have, I'm actually kind of want to save this stuff for building, and maybe I can actually make use of stripped birch log. Not regular birch log, not a huge fan of how that looks by itself. Let's see if we do this. I think stripped birch and cobble might look okay though. And then what if we just make some slabs to save on some materials, because I don't actually have a ton of cobble. I can do this, and then let's see. I guess we'll have to start on this level. That just makes sense. And let's go up one more, like this. And then let's, should we get some oak planks in there? I actually might need some more birch saplings. Let me place more of these around. Did I get any? I didn't get any bones in my adventures in the night. Let me run over to the birch forest real quick and see what I can grab. All right, got some more birch here. I actually enjoy building with birch probably more than the average person, as long as I just build it without the actual raw logs. I like it in birch plank form and in stripped form. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make some stairs, and this actually isn't for the purpose of stairs. This is going to be for the purpose of transitioning the bridge a little bit nicer on the sides, because we're now going to have this right here. How's this looking? Okay. We actually don't need to set it up that high, because we're already this thing, basically we don't need that high. Just take my word for it. I'm thinking what we can now do is maybe 2 blocks over. I'm just gonna put, I guess, yeah, we gotta make this kind of go all the way out. So let's build it up right here. Is this the right block? I believe this this is. So build it up like this. Then put it like this. Strip all these. There we go. By the way, you guys are hearing some background music right now. That background music is from Youngtown. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description. In general, most of my SMP videos will have this in the background. I might migrate it over to my single-player series as well. That is to be determined. But Youngtown is a very good musical artist, and from supporting his Patreon, I was able to get some of his tracks, which is really awesome. And they make for really chill background music. Yeah, let me get some more progress on this bridge, and then we'll see where we go from there. Alright, so my axe just broke, and it is turning nighttime, so I definitely need to make a new axe. For those who don't know, I use an axe primarily for combat. Back in the day, axes were actually definitively worse than swords, but ever since the 1.9 update, in Java at least, axes now deal more damage than swords. They're just a little bit slower. I don't think... I'm pretty sure when it comes to just regular attacking, it's generally smarter to use a sword unless you land every single hit with the axe. I think then the axe technically does more damage per second. However, it's really just about whatever style you use. Ultimately, most people, I think, still use swords these days, and they do perfectly fine, and I'm not much of a PvPer anyways. It's also worth mentioning that once you get enchants, there's just a lot of good enchantments that don't come on an axe, and that makes it hard to justify using an axe in the later game. But since we're still in the early game, I think I can use it a little bit more, and what I need to do is make a new axe. Prompto, that's a furnace. Got coal, though, that's pretty good. In fact, let me light up my bridge a bit. And then we're going to face the night. Perfect. I typically use half of my coal for torches and then the other half for actually smelting things. All right, so we got no armor. We got a stone axe. Let's see what kind of damage we can do to these mobs. I'm making a little bit of a dirt pathway here. Just to kind of lead people from spawn to the bridge, so that whenever I build out over there, people will be able to find my base pretty easily. We'll have to remove this patch of gravel, but I was kind of hoping mobs would attack me while I do this, you know, give me an objective while I fight the mobs, but there's none over here for whatever reason. They also could be spawning more towards wherever the admin's at. Pretty sure they're AFK at the moment, but come on, guys. Let's get some gunpowder. How about that? At least some gunpowder. Thankfully, the connection I've had to this server has actually been pretty good, which is awesome. I'm familiar with this server host, and I've had more troublesome experiences with lag in the past, but they're surprisingly holding up pretty good for me right now, which is great. Come on. Bring on some more enemies. Bring them on. Yeah, as you can see, with the axe, I can kill zombies in about 2 hits. Same thing with spiders. It just takes a while to get used to the attack cooldown. I don't even know if by default, if this attack cooldown that you guys see on screen, I don't even know if that's on by default or if I've just had it on for so long. Hey, that's a chicken zombie. Should we get a snapshot with the chicken? I think we should. Let's get a thumbnail going. Ooh! Oh! No! I was going to use that for the thumbnail. I was going to bring him over to my bridge. Showcase the bridge and a chicken zombie. Oh, what a bummer. That's okay. That's fine. Okay, this might be enough attacking for a while. We've been fighting all sorts of mobs. In another world, I'd save you to breed you, but I think getting villagers from villages just might be a little easier than that tactic. But it's not a bad idea to take the villager route in general. Let me go grab this sugarcane, and then I will try to avoid mobs the best I can. Ooh, okay. Lots of mobs now. I found the mobs. They have been spotted. Ooh, can I swerve between these guys without getting hit? Oh, no. Still got hit. Got hit by both. It's okay. It's okay. I was running fast enough. All right. Cool. Let me light up next to this pathway a little bit, just to make it a tad safer. I know in the latest update, they changed, or in the 1.18 update, rather, they changed spotting behavior, and I think you actually need less torches now. Ooh, I'd sleep the night away if I was the only player on, but that's okay. That's okay. We're embracing the night. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to actually finish this bridge, and then I'll head up there to start making my house. Hopefully no mobs attack me in the meantime. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Awesome. All right, so the bridge is pretty much done here. I'm just going to put some more cobble on the edges, and in fact, what I think I'm going to do with the rest of my birch logs here is I actually want to... I think break up the texture in the floor a bit by adding some birch slabs. I think if we... This is a too wide. I know generally the rules don't do too wide stuff, but I think maybe we could actually break out this middle and just start using birch slabs instead, like so. That was a mistake. There we go. Then I think that might actually work okay. Let's see. Or is that too much birch now? No, I think that'll work. I think that'll work. In fact, we can even extend it onto the platform a little bit here, as well as one here and one right here. These should probably be full blocks, though, just to make it look a little bit nicer. Let me go grab that floating cobble down here because we're going to put this on the tops of the wood over here, just like so. Did you see that? I rhymed it. Not rhymed it. I went to the beat. Whatever. Anyways, yeah, I think after that, we're going to be just about done with the episode. Generally, I'll keep SMP episodes relatively short, but that's okay. I think we made some decent progress here on our bridge. All I'm going to do after this bridge is scout out exactly where I want to build the house, maybe mark it for territory's sake. Potentially just go caving a little bit because I'm definitely going to need some more materials, but then we'll call it an episode there. You know what, guys? I think I actually, you know, all that stuff I said that we were gonna do when we to finish this episode, I'm gonna can pretty much all of that because I just got hit with a bit of inspiration. I think instead of going up there to live, what if I build a little tunnel entrance that leads up the mountain to where I live, or possibly this could act as my home. I don't know why, but once I started digging this out, originally for a staircase, I can't help but envision instead a tunnel. And whether that's a tunnel for my home or a tunnel for something else, I'm not entirely sure. I broke my shovel. Whether or not it's that or this, I can't get this vision out of my head. So I think I might run with that. But that's going to take a lot more time away from, a lot more time than I have time in this episode. So, what I'm just quickly going to do is just make the entrance. What was it that broke? A shovel. Oh, I did that so wrong. Hang on. Let's get those sticks back. I'm going to quickly make an entrance, and I think that's where we'll officially call the episode, and we'll worry about gearing up and getting rid of some of this snowman shirt action in the next episode. But while I'm here, why don't I just take a quick snapshot for, of course, the thumbnail. Does that look good? How about this? I like that. Picasso. Cool. And yeah, so let's make this entrance real quick. Oh boy, it's another night upon us. But look at this. I think I've got something going on here. I don't have any idea what I'm doing, but I'm just placing things that I kind of feel like fits okay. And I kind of like the dimensions that this is taking. Let me get this out of the way. You're ruining my money shot. Yeah, I kind of like the way this is going. I like how it kind of breaks up there. It's not like attached to the wood, so when you move side to side, it just adds a little bit more, dare I say, dimension. And I don't know. I'm starting to feel a little bit more like tunnel, like a not necessarily where the house is going to be. In fact, screw that last screenshot. We're going to have to take a new one, I think, because this is just looking pretty dope. So let me do this. Do people still say dope? I don't know. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. I like the direction it's taking. I feel like it could lead to a base of some sort, some kind. I don't really want to do an inside base completely, I don't think. But in terms of starter house, maybe I could branch off. Like, I could have little exits like this that would lead to a starter house. or maybe some other smaller builds. So it's kind of a way of charting my progress towards an official base that this eventually will lead to. So all the new person stuff can go in here, and then eventually it'll turn itself into its own little base. But I like the direction it's going. Pretty minimal materials-wise. It's just birch and cobble pretty much. You know, things like this might look better if it were stone brick or something like that, but I kind of like using the materials that I have, because obviously I wouldn't be able to make this right now because that's just too much intense materials. But yeah, for what it is, you know, it's I like the form that it's taking. The texture is obviously just lower materials, and I'm kind of thinking maybe I can get away with that. I don't know. And things like, I feel like this should go all the way down as a birch, but that's all stuff that can be ironed out later. For the most part, I think we've gotten what we needed to accomplish today. It is another night, which is a perfect time to log off for the day. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you'd like to check out more of these, you can obviously subscribe to see more of Mice SMP as well as other SMPs, as well as single player stuff, all coming soon. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next episode. So long.